Is a white person a racist white supremacist? The revelation of a white person.
Racist white supremacist, I believe that is exactly what she said.
Yep.
Now, she went a little further after she was asked a question by John and split up the difference between a racist and a white supremacist.
Yeah.
You know, but that's not the here nor there, because the thing is there were white people, there were non-white people, and the non-white people were mistreated on the basis.
So this is what I'm suggesting, though. I'm suggesting that, and based on the experiment that we just did,
okay,
that
here we go. So what? Go ahead. Okay.
Basically, that like in that scenario, 9 times out of 10, a white person who seeks to cross color lines will be a racist person, regardless. And that
you mean
I wouldn't say that.
I'm just saying logical. I'm just saying based on the logical structure.
Having sexual intercourse with a non-white person.
And that's
what you mean, crossing line?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, now I'm with you. Now I'm with you.
So a what now?
See, your mother. The only way that she can have intercourse in a system of white supremacy. The only way that your mother can be whenever your mother, whenever white woman, white woman, white man has intercourse with a person who's a non-white person, it will be racist.
And as long as
under the system of racism and white supremacy.
Under the system of white supremacy, because what happened in this situation, in order for your mother to have, in order for your mother.
Right, I'm ready to cry. I'm like not liking whatever's spinning here.
Let's talk about. Let's give another example. It doesn't have to be your mother. I mean, we can talk about the same thing. Just don't make it personal.
I'll make it personal from my side. And this is what I was going to say about all of us too.
Let's talk about you.
Is that you were doing well? I wanted to hear you explain why.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
It's so because in order for that relationship to exist, she has to respond to the white supremacy.
What do you mean respond?
By altering her daughter's view.
By altering her daughter's view. And she reaffirmed, exactly, and she reaffirmed the system of white supremacy. She created definition, she created her to be white in that moment.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's
okay.
Probably. What you're saying essentially is that's when she found out she was white.
That's what her mother.
That's what I said from the beginning.
Right,
exactly.
That was my question. And so all I'm saying is that
all he's doing is affirming. All he's doing is affirming the fact that you have a white supremacist now, a person exhibiting white supremacist behavior, sleeping with and engaging in sexual intercourse with a black male man. I think that's the connection.
And that's what I'm saying is basically using your definition of racism. And as long as a white person as long as white supremacy exists, a white person will be racist in that context.
When they're having sex with a non-white person? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Even when they're on the bottom, they're on the top. That's the way it works, man.
That's right.
That's the way it works.
I mean, do you follow that?
Even when they're on the bottom, they're on the top.
Do you see how that comes into play? And I'm not taking all moralization out of it and just saying that this is functionally looking at it as like a logical structure. Just as the situation that we're in here before, the rules set how we interacted with each other. The rules of the game set how we interacted with each other and what we were willing to say and could say to one another. So just saying it as a functional, logical structure and take away the emotion. Like your mother's not bad or good, wrong or right. She's just operating in the system that she was given. In that system that she was given, she in order for her to exist in a sexual relationship with a black man, she had to make him non-white.
Why?
I don't get that.
As long as her parents, to you.
To me.
Why?
He was just a guy.
No, you're feels so strange saying this. You're explaining to PJ about what it is to be a white person.
I don't get it.
He's saying I'm explaining to PJ that what it is to be. Explain that to me.
No, I mean I'm actually and this is like alien for me to even say, because it's sort of like what he said to him when he said, "You're telling your theory."
I'm putting question for him.
Break it down.
Yeah.
For us.
I mean,
I had
a non-white person
here,
can't tell a white person what it's like to be a white person.
Here's something that I noticed about being a
Can't do
white
it.
person, just now.
Alright, what?
I only function as a white person when I mistreat a non-white person, or I witness a non-white person mistreated.
Okay.
What do you
When I witness a white person mistreat a non-white person.
Yeah.
Let's cover it again.
Just now.
Alright, what?
I only function as a white person when I mistreat a non-white person, or I witness a non-white person mistreated.
Okay.
What do you do?
When I witness a white
So
person mistreat a
there will
non-white person.
be no excuses. Let's cover it again.
Just now.
Alright, what?
I only function as a white person when I mistreat a non-white person, or I witness a non-white person mistreated.
Okay.
What do you do?
When I witness a white person mistreat a non-white person. Just now.
Alright, what?
I only function as a white person when I mistreat a non-white person, or I witness a non-white person mistreated.
Okay.
What do you do when I witness a white person mistreat a non-white person?
Yeah.
Just now.
Alright, what?
I only function as a white person when I mistreat a non-white person, or I witness a non-white person mistreated.
Okay.
What do you do?
When I witness a white person mistreat a non-white person.
Yeah.
I think you just had a revelation.
Yes, I just had a revelation. That is the only time I function as a white person. Not
Revelation. Perhaps. But the presumption is they do this all the time.
What I do the rest of the time? What do I do the rest of the
What
time?
are you the rest of the time?
Not when you what?
I'm not I'm functioning as a.
What?
He goes to the bathroom.
Oh, not when you shits.
Yeah, you know, he asked me what I do when I function as a white person, and I say, well, obviously I function as a white person all the time.
Yeah.
I blah, blah, blah. He said, I do that. That's not news. And then we went, when did I function as a white person? So the only time I function as a white person is either when I mistreat a non-white person, or I witness a non-white person mistreating a non-white person. And the only time that has not been true in my whole life is when you guys ask me if I'm a white person at these kind of meetings.
Hold on a second. You said initially when you mistreat a non-white person?
Yes, when I
or
yes.
you witness a white person mistreating a non-white person?
Functioning
That's
as a white person or a racist white supremacist. Don't get confused. According to counter-racist logic, any white person you deem as able to practice racism, white supremacy, is a racist suspect.
that should be written down.
You're right. There you go. I'll take that.
Hey, in other words, that is on this side of the table.
Now let me say this though, right?
That's the only pen
Let me ask you this, though.
from the business I used to own.
Let me ask you this.
Sorry. Well, still own, actually.
Let me ask you this. At what point did you realize that you were a black person?
When I got mistreated on the basis of color.
Me too.
It happens at the exact same time.
I agree.
Right.
Exact same time.
That was, for me, it happened. I was on the bus with my best friend, blonde-haired white guy. Oh, that's the.
Oh.
And he said, we were all on the bus together, and we were going to my house for the night, and he looked at me and said to me, you know, Terrell, we love your mom, we love your sister, we love your father, but we don't really like black people, do we? And my mom said, got off the bus, went back to his parents' house, and they explained the whole situation. Like, oh yeah, it's fine until you're, you know, as he's a kid, but as he gets older, that's awful.
Did they say the age?
You can't explain that away.
Because I think that gets back to that age at which the understanding of where people come from, that's that carnal knowledge that I say is directly connected to racism.
That's social currency.
Yeah.
It was preschool. But sometimes we're still understanding.
Did they say what age?
Make that determination all by yourself. Any white person that you deem is able to practice racism, white supremacy.